What's up, everybody? I am in the least likely place to be surfing, but that's what I'm doing. I'm surfing in the middle of Texas, and I'm going to share a super unique investing opportunity with you that has to do with a speculation investment and also a long-term, possibly cash flowing investment surrounding surfing. And it's a new opportunity within the surfing world that really has never ever existed. And I'm going to review all of that right now. But first, I'm going to turn around and show you where I'm at. I am at Waco Surf, which is in the middle of Texas. And this wave pool has been open for several years now. It's probably one of the first wave pools that opened in the US. And you can see behind me here, you can hear the fan spinning and then a wave pop up out of nowhere. Somebody will start surfing it right there. And it's a completely, I gotta get the spinner on, completely artificial wave that's made from man. And for surfers out there watching this, yes, it is totally a feat of engineering. If you're not a surfer, don't worry. This is gonna be interesting for you on the investment side. I'm gonna explain it. This wave park specifically is in Waco. It's called Waco Surf. You can purchase tickets. So for 1 hour sessions, there's different levels of sessions, and that's really how this place makes money. They make money from selling these tickets. The technology they use, right back here behind the wall, there's these fans that blow air into these big chambers, and then the air is let out under the water, which creates this kind of like bubble, which makes the wave. And they can control how that air is released, which results in the wave going left, right, barreling more, being more flat, or doing any type of different shape to do airs or big turns. There's different technologies out there. There's the Kelly Slater Wave Pool, which most people know about. That's in Lemoore, California, and they just opened a new one in the UAE. The one in the UAE is a little bit bigger, but that uses a wedge that gets driven through the water, which creates a long wave. And then there's Wave Garden, which is the company I want to talk about right now, because they're the ones who are developing the most amount of facilities around the world. So Wave Garden has 8 wave parks open around the world in Brazil, Australia, the US, Germany, South Korea, and the UK, I believe. They have 3 more opening next year, and they have something like 70 under development and under construction right now. So this is not some little niche thing. This is getting bigger and bigger. And the investment opportunity is clearly to invest in the development of these places, because you can make money selling tickets for people to surf. But that's not what I'm talking about. That's not the speculation part. That's not the big money opportunity that I want to dive into. Before I tell you about that, I just want to mention real quickly, I've been a lifelong surfer. I've traveled the world all throughout the Americas, Asia, I mean all over the place. And it's really what gave me the investing and traveling bug and made me much more aware of geopolitics. As a surfer, you're always in the search of the best wave and different experiences. And of course, you want to get a good wave, but you also enjoy the process of traveling, meeting new people, new foods, scary situations, different languages, different cultures, things that make you feel uncomfortable. Being a surfer, a traveling surfer, all of that encompasses this lifestyle and sense of adventure that really translates for me to investing in geopolitics, especially as I get older. And it's led to a lot of investing opportunities with real estate throughout Latin America, a lot of business throughout Asia that I've gotten involved with from going to these places to surf, but also meeting really interesting people. And that's one thing about surfing that is really interesting. There's a lot of very successful people that surf and travel the world. It's not exactly a cheap pastime, so if you meet someone who travels a lot and surfs, there's a chance that they're pretty successful in the business world as well. All right, let's get to the investing opportunity. So this place right here, it has a little tiny motel, hotel. It's not really much. We're out in the middle of Texas. But the other wave pools in development, especially in the US, are building these communities around the wave pool. And when I say community, think like homes and condos and gyms and on-site physical therapists and cold plunges and saunas and all kinds of things that make the wave pool, wave park, this resort, like a country club. So it's exactly like a golf country club where you have the real estate component, you have the membership component, you have the spend component on the restaurants and the activities, and then of course the surfing. The surfing is the main draw to these communities, but there are a couple being built right now in the United States, and you can put reservations in for homes. Now, the unique opportunity that I think exists is that the surfing world is not super big compared to, say, the golf world. And although there are wealthy surfers, a lot of surfers are kind of like beach bum type people, or they're younger, they're kids, and they don't have much money. However, people will pay big money to go get perfect waves. So I think a lot of the real estate that's going to be developed around these wave pools is going to turn out to be a very good investment for people who can purchase them right now. So really quickly, think about you're buying a $500,000 home, or just giving a random number, at a surf park like this, and you rent it out through their management system for people to come stay at the home, surf for a couple of days, leave, and you can put your house in a pool that gets rented out, almost like Airbnb, but it's managed by the actual community itself. I predict there'll be huge demand for these places in the future, because the reality is, if you're in the US or you're in some other country, a lot of the good waves are outside your country. So it takes a lot of money and time to get on a plane, go to a different country. That's not even including the challenges with different languages, food, all the stuff that I like. A lot of people don't want to deal with that. They just want to go, an hour drive away and get a good wave. So I think a lot of these developments in the US are going to do very well long term, and the investors who purchase the real estate in these locations at these communities could probably do pretty well, because they can put them into the pool that gets rented out for guests to come stay. And that's not even including the fact that you can actually go and live at these communities and enjoy the lifestyle of being at a wave pool. If this sounds crazy to you, if this sounds like this isn't gonna work, trust me, I've been investing in real estate near really good waves for years, for decades, and just go look what has happened to the real estate around good waves. Go look at Uluwatu in Bali, go look at Malibu, look at San Diego, look at Cabo in Mexico, look at Hawaii, look at Morocco, look at South Africa. Anywhere there's a very good wave, the real estate around that good wave will spike in value once surfers discover it, because people will pay a premium to get really good waves. And as you can see behind me, it's just perfect wave after perfect wave after perfect wave here. And not only that, and it's in a controlled environment. There's like a bar here, there's a restaurant, there's kids, there's moms, there's dads, it's a whole family setting. There's a lazy river that goes all the way around this thing. It's a totally family-friendly zone, and it's in the US, it's easy to get to. So I think there's a huge investment opportunity in the coming years as these communities come online. So if you would like to invest in a surf park, a surf resort, a surf community, reach out to me. I'm personally invested in several of them. I also have been to many of them, and I think they're really fun. They will never replace like the North Shore of Hawaii. They will never replace Uluwatu. They will never replace Chopu. They will never replace Trestles. These waves out in the wild, Mother Nature's waves, are by far better. But when it comes to the fun factor and having some piece of some recreational activity that you can have access to and ownership over, I know this is going to be big into the future. So reach out to me. I'm in contact with a lot of these locations, and like I said, I'm personally invested. And hey, it's super niche, it's super interesting, and it's something I think will catch on into the future. Remember, people that grow up surfing are on the coastlines. What if surfing gets unlocked to the Texas people, to the inland people, all across Europe? People who couldn't previously go to the coast can now go surf anywhere they want. All right, guys, I'm gonna go get ready for another session and have fun. I feel like it's ripping out there. Have fun out there. The water's warm too, that's the other thing. Super enjoyable. All right, see you guys.